Okay, welcome back. This is going to be how to run the Node-a-nator video. We'll go ahead and take a look at the screen here. The tests are all located under a folder called Node-a-nator. You can go to the C drive and you'll find a folder called Node-a-nator. We left a shortcut on the front for you. You'll go through and just scroll down and find whichever test you're looking for. We're going to pick the single product test right now. And I'll open that one up. You'll look for the executable application and you'll launch it. We'll let it load. The default is the run all. It'll always come in running, ready to go. All you got to do is click the run all button. It'll ask for a barcode. Please enter or scan the barcode of the unit that you're going to be testing, and all you have to do is look for the barcode number on yours. You might want to, you can either get a barcode scanner and attach it, or you can just key it in manually. It's easy enough. 3988955. And assuming you've already logged on to your VPN, this will work. If you didn't, it will give you all sorts of errors. It should come back with what test it's running. It will immediately go through and do a short test and a can test, and your lights will start flashing, and it'll just basically run through all the tests for you automatically when you hit the run all. And we'll just watch it go through. It'll start flipping little relays. You'll hear relays clicking inside. You see the power will come on your UUT. Some of these you don't have to take the cover off of, and some of them you do. If it's a one that has to be programmed through one of the J connectors on the inside, you'll have to take the cover off if it needs to be reprogrammed. And you won't know that until it gets to the point of actually programming. If it says to connect up J2, or connect up the programmer to the J2 header, that's one you have to take the cover off of. So now you can see it's going through all the tests. It's just checking the outputs. Now it's checking its functionality. It's checking serial pressures and making sure everything works on that. And it's going to flip it to granular mode and run through a granular test. Okay. This one is set to fail, so we just let you see what a failure is going to look like. I can redo it later for a passing one, and I'll redo a video of passing one. Okay, if it ever fails, it'll say test failed. Along with that, it will also display up here in the information what the values were. This left number here, it says fan on, is the test that is failing. The first set of number is the upper limit, the last number is the lower limit, and the number in the middle is what was actually measured. And it was measuring 0, and it needs to be somewhere between 35 and 10. So that gives you an indication of what you're looking for, if it's close or not, or if it's just barely off. We need you to send us some information. Let us know if we need to expand our parameters a little bit. But for the most part, we've kind of got it dialed in. A lot of this is fairly new, and we're still trying to adjust the program slightly, so I want you to be aware of that. And if you find some that are really close and they're just failing, let us know on what the values are, so we can change the program and we can get you updated to the next program. That's basically how you run the test. And I showed you what a failure looks like. You can also go into the log, and this is a CSV file. If you go to the computer C drive under test data, there is a CSV file. You can copy that, put it on your other computer, and if you've got Excel, you can open it up and look at all the tests you ever ran, and it'll tell you the values of those tests and what, as far as what kind of failures you're getting. And we will actually be logging some of this online at some point so that we can gather this data as well. And that's it. I guess let me should go ahead and run through one real programming real quick and let you see what it looks like when you program one of these. I'm going to force a program on this one. When I click the button that says force program, I'll hit run all. It'll ask for the barcode. I have to put the barcode in. 38. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. 398 988 5. Oops. 955. Okay, and it should pick up that it's the right number. It'll do a short test real quick. And then it'll force a program. So you'll see a different screen pop up when it goes to program. There it is. Okay, if it's COM2 or COM4, it will automatically program. If it comes up COM2, it's always going to ask you to connect up this J2 header, which is plugged into the back of the Viper 4, and you're going to connect it up so that the black wire always goes to the square hole that's set up for programming. And you just plug that in there, holding it so it gets a good connection, and then just hit the OK button. And then it'll establish all its communication and start programming. Oh yeah, that's great. This one failed. We may have to edit this.
But that's what it should look like.
Yeah, well, it should go through it all. It looks like it bombed right in part way through it.
Well, this is a known bad node, so
well, if this ever happens, you just close all your windows out. I mean, I have seen this happen occasionally. We have yet to figure out in the programming side what's causing that, but it does happen occasionally. It's not something that happens all the time. You just exit back out of the program, go back in, single product node, run it again, and I'll force a program and I'll run all, and a barcode, 3988599. It's a good thing that happened, that way you can see what happens when it does fail. Evidently we lost our VPN. That's what happens when you lose your VPN. It says it's connected, but it doesn't like it. So we'll disconnect. Reconnect. Something happened in the process of that program locking up to cause the VPN to have a problem. Oh, really? Now I gotta change my password, you know.
I didn't take video of it. I moved it up.
The only time this thing usually locks up or hangs up is in the middle of a programming. I've seen it cause a crash with the whole program. It happens on every computer we have. We're still trying to work out the details as to why it's happening and try to eliminate that, but it can happen, and all you really have to do sometimes is just shut the computer all the way down, turn it back on, re-log in, and it'll fix the problem. Until we get it figured out, it's kind of the way it is, but we'll try to work that out. Okay?
We'll do another video of an actual programming unit after a bit here.
Yep.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay. Bye.